Good afternoon, everybody. Lupus here, and welcome back to another episode of our Yakuza 5 Remastered Let's Play, on to what's going to become episode 46. Now, the reason I say that, and the reason why I'm starting here in, full screen, is I was about 40-ish minutes into recording episode 46, which, new chapter Beyond the Dream, it's in the title. And the power decided to cut out. Yeah, I lost all of that footage. Yay. Hopefully, I tried a new file format. Hopefully everything goes well. So I'm going to do just kind of like a quick rundown of everything that you missed. Maybe at some point I can do kind of like a revisit of this section and get it for you, but for the time being, the only other option would be new game plus everything, but that would require me beating the game and then getting back to this part. I'm not doing that. So what we missed: start of the chapter opened up with Akiyama and Sky Finance talking to a detective, being like, okay, we'll find Ogita, but we may not be able to tie him to Park's murder even though we have all this evidence. And that's because we've already shut that case. No, it's been less than a day. Yay. He leaves, Haruka comes in, and comes up with the brilliant idea of, why don't we find a forger? Because if we can find who forged the note, we might be able to get some more evidence to tie Ogita to the murder of Park-san. And Akiyama's like, smart. Hana-chan calls up. It's like, hey, perfect timing. I need you to look into this. Him and Hana-chan, Hana-chan's like, why can't you? What does this have to do with the opening of the Satonbori branch? Why is it whenever it comes to doing legit work, everything else supersedes? She's like, just Hana-chan, I'll get you some steamed buns. It will be okay. And she's like, fine. Just one more time, which we know it's not just gonna be one more time. We know their relationship from 3. Anyways, the singing coach, whose name it's Yamaura, I can't remember how to say the name, calls us like, hey, it's time for round 2 of the Princess League. And she's like, okay. Then we go do that. Have the whole Princess League. Also means I lost another thing. Damn. Just realized this also means on my way back to Diane Chair, I had figured out what Haruka's revelation was, and now that's gone too. Oh, this is only getting more frustrating. Okay, back on topic. We tackle round 2 of the Princess League. We wipe the floor with the tea set, have a new outfit. Hopefully I do have at least some of I can at least get those cutscenes on there for you, so that way you can at least see some of it. So there's that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the memories and the menu now, and it's just maybe, I don't know. Haven't gotten that far. So, kick T-Set's ass. Actually, I need to backstep a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be all over the place because I'm just trying to remember everything while being extremely frustrated. After we got to the TV studio, before we actually kicked T-Set's ass, T-Set's, I think it's their manager or bodyguard, the person that Hori-chan almost got into a fight with in chapter 1. I don't remember what episode. Maybe episode 2. I think I don't remember. Yeah, episode 2, because it was, yeah, episode 2 of chapter 1. So, episode 430 something. I don't remember. I'll put it up on screen. I guess it was just like trying to like psych Haruka out, and it's like, hey, how do you know it was a suicide? What if like someone like killed Park-san and like made it look like a suicide, which we all know is the case. Haruka knows the case and just looks at the guys like, okay, if I win, you leave us the hell alone from here on out. And he's like, okay, but if you lose, you come to us. And Haruka's like, deal. Because like, we're gonna win. And we did. So that guy shouldn't be bothering us anymore. But back to after we kicked Park-san's ass, or Park-san, T-Set's ass. Words. We get back into Satonbori. Akiyama's like, hey, I need to meet up right now. I also need Yamura-san there. Let's meet at Dine & Chair. Go to Dine & Chair. Have a sit-down meeting. Akiyama had been reviewing the ledger that was in the safe last story episode last week. It's like, okay, so the money's not missing. All that money was already spent. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, you'll understand when I tell you what venue Park-san had booked. It was the Tokyo Dome, where Park-san was supposed to debut back when she was still an idol. And everyone's like, what? She's a new girl? What? So that's big. Akiyama looks at Yamura-san's like, look, right now you have to be her manager. I know Park-san would be behind it. I know Hori-san would give his approval. Right now this comes down to you. And she's like, okay, I'll do my best. Then Christina, the dancing coach, shows up. It's like, okay, you got my support too. I've helped put together, big productions overseas, so I can help out the best I can. It's like, cool. Then we get a phone call. It's a forger that Hana-chan had looked for in Kamurocho. And with essentially calling to give us information of where we can go to find the forger, find a forger here in Satonbori. So where I have us saved is right before we go to, I think it was called Crest Bar, here in Satonbori, looking for a forger. So that is what we are going to be doing next. So yeah, it feels bad because that was almost a full episode. I was gonna get through whatever Crest Bar was and call it an episode, but now that is not the case. So I don't know how the rest of this episode is gonna play out. Anyways, give me a second to actually get into the game and for me continue the story, and hopefully that description was good enough. Okay, just loaded in. Look at what this game just slapped me with, just popping into the game. Your luck today is terrible. Things won't be going your way, so avoid anything involving the luck. Oh, this feels like a slap to the fucking face after a fucking power outage. Anyways, we're We were on our way. I don't know much about after, you know, getting in here. I was in the middle of whatever cuts, or not even a minute into this fucking cutscene. Hopefully that description at the start was good enough. So this is the bar the Kamurocho Forager told me about. Is it? Also, look at the signage. Do you like alcohol? Bar. I said it before, but you're not seeing that. Beautiful advertising. Hopefully this goes our way. Welcome. Hello. You're a stranger here, ain't you? How'd you find this little hole in the wall? Oh, I don't know. It's a nice little place. Good atmosphere. So what it'll be? Well, let's see. How about a forged suicide note? I'm afraid we also serve drinks here, pal. I think you've made a mistake. Forger in Kamurocho sent me. Here's my card. Sorry, we're just about to close. Time to go. Friendly one, aren't you? Is that it? Are we gonna go into another cutscene? I get the feeling I'm on the right track. I just have to wait and see. Sneaking out the back? Oh, it's Tatsuya. Sup, buddy? Oh, I give up. There's no way I'm gonna be able to even try half the places here. Plus, I'm stuffed and hungover. Oh, my aching head. Hey, isn't that the guy on TV? What's he doing around here? Well, we're not worried about that. Oh yeah, another thing that I had missed. I accidentally started a sub-story because it forced us to. Some dude stalking Haruka. And, Yamura-san was just like, hey, can you take care of it? We're not doing that right now. So I guess we just walk around. What happens if I enter again? I should just wait to see what happens for now. Are we forced? I mean, there's legit nothing else up here. So, like, do I just run around and wait for a phone call? Yes.
Hi.
Hello? Is this Akiyama-san? And who might this be? You just talked to me at the bar. Oh, you're that chummy bartender, right? Right. So you're the forger? Nope. But there's somebody I'd like you to meet. Come to the parking lot in Shofukochu now. And if I'm busy, then don't come. Why would you sass him like that? The parking lot in Shunfuku, huh? Yeah, don't really have a choice to, continue the story. The parking lot in Shofukochu. This must be the place. So it's a chap, is it? Who are you? I gave you my business card, didn't I? I run Sky Finance. I'm a moneylender. I'm just looking for a forger. You said you wanted a suicide note forged. Who or what are you trying to snuff out? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. Are you telling me you got a similar request lately? I think we get a lot further if you'd quit being a wise ass. That's not ever gonna happen. No, that's funny. I was just thinking the same about you. Boys, I want you to make this guy bleed. Look, pal, it's been a long day, and I'm kind of worked up. I am in the same boat as Akiyama right now. So don't mind me if I let loose a little. Yeah, after I'm a bit frustrated. Pop, 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 pop. Nope. Sweet, level up. Come on. Let's kick him in his ass. And now we can finally have a civilized discussion. Son of a bitch. Imagine you heard of Mirai Park, a dino chair. Nobody's coming to save you in a place like this. We've got plenty of time. You don't start talking. I'm not going to be playing nice anymore. Fine. You forged Park-san's suicide note, didn't you? All you did was introduce the forger to the guy who said he wanted a suicide note forged. I never met the guy in person. We only talked on the phone. So who's this forger? Take me to him. Fine. I'll show you the way. He does know the way. Oh, back to Haruka. Hello? It's Akiyama. Did you find the forger? I found him, but I need your help. Me? What do you want me to do? Look, I'll explain later. Can you meet me at the Crest Bar in Hojangi Yakuza? Come quick. That's about the Kamurocho forger told you about, right? Right. I'll be waiting there. Right, I'll leave now. Okay. So I'm gonna make a separate save. Just in case. Just in case. I'm like super upset that I couldn't show you guys, you know, the first chunk of this chapter. Because it was very fun. I love how he's standing in two different places. Because like 3 seconds ago, and he was right here. And now he's back to over there. Like, make up your mind, my dude. Okay. Crest Bar, here it is. Or that is it. Do you like alcohol? Yes. Bar.
Yeah.
There you are. Is everything alright, Akiyama-san? The forger is in the apartment upstairs, as it turns out. He's the bartender's father. His father? I see. Hello, sir. So what did you want me to do? We're gonna go to see the forger now. Just come with me. You'll see. This is the place. I got pictures of Haruka. I saw your picture on the screen, so I told him I knew you. Perked right up once he heard that. Said if I brought you around, he'd answer our every question. What is all this? Hottest tricks of the new forgery trade. Isn't that right, my fraudulent friend? Wait, aren't you at the event yesterday? Can't forget a face. Oh! That's the... When we did the one of, the event at the park, the dude who came up to us and was just like, shook our hand and was like super enthusiastic and got like a lot more time, and I was like, there's something with you. You're gonna come up later. Here's the payoff. Yes. He comes to all my events without fail. All right. Now I expect you to keep your word. Sure. Ask me anything. Are you familiar with Park Sana Dynachair? Yeah. That's the president of Haruka's agency, ain't it? Did you forge her suicide note? I did. Who asked you to do it? I never asked their names. It's the #1 rule of this business, so I'm afraid I don't know. What did he look like? Guy was massive like a wrestler. Quite a bit bigger than you. I'm guessing it was Yakuza, the mysterious guy that we fought at the end of the last story episode. It was an urgent request. The night Park San died. You want me to forge the note and make it look like the handwriting in her notebook? I imagine by the time he'd asked me, she was already dead. I want to see the guy. Where can I find him? I don't know anything more than what I just told you. I don't even know if I'll ever see him again. It makes it a dead end. Although, I did see him once before in town. Driving a car. There was another man riding in the back. That's gotta be his boss. Makes sense. Okay. But how's that gonna help us? Patience. I'm getting to it. Guy in the back. I see him on TV a lot these days. Who was it? Naoki Katsuya, the successful president of Osaka Talent. Oh. Osaka Talent. They're one of Dynachair's rivals. Naoki Katsuya of Osaka Talent. He's the one who had Park San killed? Possibly. It sounds like it. I don't know anything more. What you told us was extremely helpful. Thank you. Haruka-chan. Make sure you're on the stage for the Princess League finals, alright? What? When I was younger, I was a huge fan of your president, Park-san. A fan of Park-san's? You know, I see a lot of fakes in my line of work. I couldn't be able to spot them right away. Fake smiles, fake stories, even fake people. Everything but fakes everywhere I turn, and practically everything I see on TV nowadays is manufactured too. Every once in a while, I see folks who are genuine, real people, just trying to be themselves, living earnestly. My heart soars when I see that. Mr. Forger. When Park-san was in Chan smile, that's from the heart. So those kind of smiles that keep people going. And so, I wish you the very best of luck, Haruka-chan. You were meant to keep Park-chan's dream alive. Know that I'll be watching for that smile of yours. Thank you. So it was Osaka Talent that's been fucking with us. I get the feeling I'll end up having to talk with this Katsuya of Osaka Talent. Do you want to go now? No. I think I'll go tomorrow. Surprise attack while he's in his office is probably the best way to go. I'm sure they know who you are over there, so I better go alone. Is that alright with you? Yes, that's fine. Okay, good. That's it for the investigation for today. But you know, feeling kind of hungry. What do you say? Want to go get something to eat and clear our heads? It's been nothing but dark this and grim that since we met. So how about it? My treat. Guess you have a point. Alright. I'd love to, Akiyama-san. Thank you, Akiyama-san. That was delicious. Good, I'm glad. And I'm glad we got to talk about stuff too. Anyway, you got the Princess League to think about. We better call it a day. I hope all that crap doesn't slow you down. I think I'll be alright. Alright, if I find out anything about Katsuya, I'll let you know. Okay, good night. And this is probably where we would have ended the last episode. After this phone call. Hello? It's Yamaura. Certain TV just sent me tomorrow's Princess League schedule. You're on, Haruka. Are you ready? Yes. You haven't forgotten that promise, have you? About going over to Osaka Talent if you lose? Oh, so that's still a full deal. I haven't. How are you feeling about that? I won't lose to Osaka Talent. Don't worry. Okay, I won't. Alright. Come to the office first thing in the morning. Christine and I will go over your lessons one last time with you. And remember, those T-set girls might be a mean pair of brats, but the dancing and singing these past few years put them at the top. It's gonna take a lot more than just wishing to win. Don't underestimate them. I won't. Okay. Good night then. Okay. Nothing's opened up for Haruka. So we should probably just whoop that way. Make our way back to Haruka's. Plop down another save just in case. And then again, closing out this chapter. Probably just make this one long episode, if I had to guess. It's lost out on the damn revelation. It hurts. It was funny. It involved the one heavyset girl. Yeah, she was the revelation. It was pretty special. Not gonna lie. 201. Should I remember correctly? Because I did look it up then. Same as Kiryu's apartment number. Kinda hurts, not gonna lie. Save, just save over 1. Keep 0 as our base save. In case the power goes out again. Go to bed. Ugh. Akiyama time. Okay. So yeah, that probably would have been exactly where I would have ended. What would have been the original episode 46. And this would have been episode 47. Fun. I just got, like, I have, like, no plans of how all of this was gonna go anyways. Can I move? Thank you. Just that one sub-story. Oh wait, we have abilities to upgrade. Enhance hold escape. Because we don't really get drunk, so we don't need Boozer's lore. To Osaka Talent. I wonder if we have to fight our way through Osaka Talent. Like, oh, we thought you were coming today. And we have all of our dudes here. Welcome. Please fill in your name, the time of your appointment, and the name of the person you are scheduled to meet here. I don't have an appointment, but I'd like to see the president. want to talk to him about the murder of Murray Park. Just be blunt with it, why don't you? One moment, please. Appreciate it. Sir, this is Akiyama-san of Sky Finance. Please. The name's the president. Okay. I'm Akiyama of Sky Finance. And you're here to just talk about the recently deceased Dainshare president? Yep, that's right. Have a seat. Must say, I've had business dealings with Dainshare, yes. But I don't see how this involves me. The word is you used to be an actor, Katsuya-san. At least, that's what the internet says about you. It's true. Myself quite the name in the States. Primarily in action movies, until my injury. So I waved my acting life goodbye and started working behind the scenes. Your acting skills must be pretty top shelf then. What are you implying? You're not the 1%. Okay. To be frank, you look a finer. I cannot read right now. At all. As I mentioned, I was predominantly an action star, field not usually known for his acting. Now, I'd appreciate it if you get to the point. It's about Mirai Park's supposed suicide. I have reason to believe she was murdered. Murdered? Pardon me for asking. What exactly was your relationship with her? She was in a pinch, so I loaned her some cash. Ah. Then you're one of her creditors. I must agree. Anyone who knew Park-san well knew she would never believe she took her own life. Personally, I'm still having trouble believing it myself. What if I told you I had proof? Her suicide note was a forged job. A forgery. And apparently, the mystery man who had that suicide note made in the first place had some sort of connection to you. I see. So that's why you've come to see me. Did you have her killed? Why would I? Your agency and Dainshare aren't exactly the best of friends. Very true. Not to mention that other thing, the Princess League, was it? The two finalists are from your two agencies, respectively. And that's cause for murder? I'd rather not entertain this sick joke. What about the forged suicide note? I know nothing about it. But in this line of business, I do deal with people from all walks of life. It's possible that one of my countless clients had something to do with Park-san's death. However, I assure you, my hands are clean. It's a check. For you. I only hope it's enough. And what's this? Hush money? A bribe? Call it whatever you please. So you admit you're involved. Not at all. But I can't afford these baseless rumors to continue. People mistakenly caught wind of my involvement in all this, my business would suffer. As president of Osaka Talent, I must stamp this spark before it catches. If money is how I do it, so be it. Don't read any more into this. I think you've got the wrong idea. I'm not here for a handout. I'm here for answers.
勝也さん
Katsuya-san,
本当に
you're a far better actor than you give yourself credit for.
もしそうなら今
Were that the case, I'd still be in the business.
こちらも材料が少
Well,
なすぎた
I
よ
clearly didn't bring enough ammo for this. My bad for
今日
underestimating
は
you.
おとなしく引き上げた方が
I
いい
guess I'll head home for the day.
疑いは晴れなかったようです
So your suspicions still stand.
でもそちらも収穫は
All the same,
何もあり
you're
ま
no
せん
better off now than when you walked in.
でも
No,
あんたが手強
but I
すぎる
did learn
人間
that you're
だ
gonna
ったこと
be
が
an even
分かった
tougher nut to crack than I thought.
それじゃ
Be seeing you. He's like, fuck. Very much so. Alright, what now? If Katsuya is pulling the strings, okay. If I want to get anything done, I'm gonna have to find Ogita. Mushi
も
Mushi.
しもし
Is this Akiyama-san?
あんたは
Who is this?
I'd
I'd like to talk to you about Park-san's suicide. Did you come back to your Sky Finance office?
こっちの質問に
I
答
don't
えて
believe
ない
you
な
answered my question. Just know I'm not your enemy.
それでは
さあ
Who do I have to deal with this time? Could it be just like, oh hey, we need to find Ogita. Gets phone call, it's Ogita. Meanwhile at Dynager.